take a selfie.
All right.
Hi, friends.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to our podcast, Granny
Pan Knits. Yay! We're back again, and we're so happy to be here with you.
Yay.
Back in our lovely Neverland. We know how much you like Neverland.
Forest with our fairies and our mushrooms.
Yes, and we are sitting underneath the big tree, which is sparkling at us as
Next time we'll have to tidy up over there so we can do like the pirate
another
ship
mermaid
again.
one.
Our mermaid.
Yeah, we've done
it's
the
gonna
pirate
be
ship
mermaid
and
our next episode, so we have to.
Oh, there you go. It is a moral imperative that we film Mermaid over in Mermaid Lagoon, right?
Of course. My name is Becky.
I'm Wendy, and I'm Becky's mom, and my grandkids call me Granny Pan.
Yeah.
Hence the Granny Pan knits and the Peter Pan room, which we love.
Yes.
Love letting the kids play in here. It's got a... Yeah, I should see the rest of it someday. It's got a puzzle that Becky made over there of London and Tinkerbell and Peter Pan flying with the kids. And I love it. I love it in here.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's fun to bring the kids down here to see them play and enjoy it too. So I have a lot of fun down here.
Yay!
And every once in a while we do our Granny Pan knits down here, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's so fun. We like to come here and just chat about what we've been up to and also the things we've been making.
Yes, for sure.
So,
for sure. I was just noticing over there's an Easter basket. It's getting close to Easter again. What is the date today? March 25th. That's right. March 25th.
We'll probably upload
2025
later.
So we're thinking about impending Easter. At least I have been.
It's like a whole month away. It's so late this year.
It is. It's very late this year, but that's okay. And I just am looking last year, this time we were talking about making the little bunnies, remember?
Yeah.
Super fun. So
Cute.
I know. I just love the springtime. Becky.
It has been beautiful weather today. I went for a long walk. Baby loves going for a walk in the stroller.
In the stroller?
I put some stroller pictures. But
yes.
He's
you
just
totally
been
need to.
so happy to be outside and going on our little walks.
It's warm and wonderful outside right now. Seriously.
And the garden
We've had the
is
third day in
up.
a row that we're like 70 degrees outside. There's daffodils.
Yeah.
You have a lot of daffodils in your neighborhood.
My daffodils aren't ready yet.
Dad and I went for a walk and
I
saw daffodils
I got some
around.
grape hyacinths open at my house.
Oh,
But
that's
the daffodils are not quite ready.
okay. The big hyacinths are the one that's like smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love those.
I always think of grandma's when I think of hyacinth flowers.
Springtime is
It's
just
a grandma flower.
so great.
But it's pretty.
Spring and fall. I don't like the extreme temperatures. Give me the two middle seasons any
Well, it's
day.
funny because spring is so short and fall is so short. It's like mostly summer and winter and a
You
little
have
bit
to
of...
enjoy them when they come by. For
that's
sure.
Okay.
But hey, I watched our last podcast in preparation for this one.
Oh.
Do you know how tiny Felix looked?
Really pretty little.
Oh my goodness, he's grown so much, you guys.
He's
a chunk.
He's 3 months old and he wears size 6-month clothing because he's got a chubby little belly and rolly little thighs, and he has like fat rolls on his wrists even.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
and
Yes.
he's always kind of had chubby cheeks.
Yes.
But he's just
growing like crazy.
doing
And it's
great.
just so fun. And he has started babbling at us, which is...
Oh yeah, we'll have to put that video of... My husband takes good videos. He usually talks to me right after he's eaten, so I can't video
right
there because inappropriate.
But it is
But
so fun.
he's so cute, and we'll do a little...
Some years ago,
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. But he's just the cutest.
I don't know how long to stay quiet, but
It's
he
okay.
really is cute. He's so cute.
He's chatty and he's fun. And I swear he's so close to saying Kyle. I know 3 months, like, is not when they start talking.
No, but he said granny in one of those babbling videos. I heard him say granny.
He coos and it's like a goo. So we've been calling him Goo Goo Boy or Goo Goo Baby.
Yeah.
And when he's looking for his brother Kyle, it doesn't come out as a goo, it comes out as a guy, like that.
What?
So like I think that's gonna be his first word, is his brother.
His brother's name.
But it does sound like
Gura.
Like
It does.
He does.
It sounds like granny. You guys have to tell us if you think so.
I swear he asks to come over here because he loves you so much.
That's right.
He really is asking for you. 100%.
100%. There's no doubt in my mind.
But he's just the sweetest little guy.
Super fun. Super fun.
Yeah.
Can I talk for a second about the school front?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on with the baby. You know, we're just hanging out. He's starting to like get a little bit rolly, so that's fun. Yeah.
We'll have to have him on again next time. Yeah, so people can see how much he's grown, because he just won't stop.
He's delightful.
Which is awesome.
So
I'm loving being a granny right now. And that's what makes me so excited. Granny has 1 more year of teaching left until I can retire with my full pension. So I'm excited about that. And I've decided, and it's going to work out at school, that I'm going to be part-time next year. So I'll only be teaching half-time, which means I'll get days when I can come and play with you and Felix.
That makes my heart happy.
It makes mine happy too. It also makes me happy because I'll get to go and see my parents more. They're starting to get a little bit older. So, and Mom had a little bit of a health scare.
They need more attention.
She had to have a stent placed in one of her arteries. So that was a little bit of a scare. And I would just like to be able to be down there a little bit more so that I can help them and just spend time with them.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I am really excited about that. That's going to be awesome.
It's really great.
Yeah, I'm really very, very happy about that. So as we get closer to the spring, so today I taught my last lesson that I'll ever teach as a calculus teacher.
Now you're just reviewing for the
I won't be able. I won't be able to teach calculus because that's an everyday class, and I'm going to be there every other day.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
Now we review for the big test, and I'm still excited about the things that I'm going to be able to do. We're still making plans. The kids are nervous. They've heard that I'm backing off next year, and they're freaking out slightly. But I was able to kind of allay their fears and say, "Hey, I'm still going to be here, and we're still going to have a squad of calculus helpers, and I will be at the lead of that." And they're like, okay.
Aww, that's cute. They love you so much.
It's quite cute. And I, when Mom went to the hospital with her heart, I had to explain to the kids that was what was going on. And so I'd be on my phone a little bit, just kind of watching and texting and stuff. And the next day I came in and they had made me a card, and they had all signed the card. It said, "We love you." And
that's cute.
I love my job. I really do. It's a great job.
So sweet.
Yeah. And you know who the sweetest ones are? My own grandkids by far. So.
Oh yeah, we did a birthday surprise disco.
We did.
For Mom's birthday. I'll put a little video my dad took.
She's singing.
He said, "Where's my cousin?"
Your baby's singing the song. Listen, Kyle and Tinley love dance parties.
Yeah.
When they sleep over here, they ask if they can do a disco dance party.
Really?
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. So, of course, we came in and Becky had the tinsel up and the balloons and stuff. And
so we snuck in to decorate while she was at church.
They did. It was so cute. And so I said, I know what this needs. It needs the disco lights. So
You get the lights and the disco ball going.
They loved it. Oh my gosh, they loved it.
That was fun.
So super fun. Always so fun to celebrate and have everybody over. Is just like.
And everyone came. My sister and her husband came down from
Logan.
They live a couple hours away,
do.
and everybody, your whole family was here.
Yes.
That was nice to have everybody.
Yes, it was really wonderful. So I love that kind of thing. And then we get to see your sister again this weekend because we have another baby coming in the family.
Yay!
Not another grandchild for me, but a grandniece for me coming mid-April. So we're having a shower for her. And that'll be a lot of fun too. Becky and I will get to show you some of the things that we have prepared for the shower.
I'm trying to think if I have anything else going on. Getting ready for going on a trip soon. Talk about next episode.
Yeah, talk more about it next episode. But you got to go see the other grandparents who live in Florida.
I know. Well, they came out. We blessed my son at our church, so they were here earlier this month, and we had the whole family. Daniel doesn't get to see his family very often, so we had some brothers of his come, and his parents came in town. It was really nice.
Yeah. Always so good to see them. They are just such genuine people. I love them.
Oh, yeah. It's so nice.
Yeah.
We don't get to see them very often anymore because they're very far from where we live. But a couple times a year, so it's...
How long is the flight? Isn't the flight like 2 hours?
No, it's like 5 or 6 hours.
Get out, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
From Salt Lake to Orlando.
Oh, tailwind that way though, right? I'm just kidding. I don't know. I know nothing
I
about
always
it.
said if I had a superpower, it would be to teleport because
yes,
you could go wherever you wanted. But even just to like not have to commute to work,
wouldn't that be so great?
So nice. But now I'm planning to do that long flight with a baby. I'm like, oh, people are gonna hate us if he's noisy.
It would be an awesome superpower for sure.
But it's gonna be okay.
It'll be fine.
We'll talk more about that later.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
That's an exciting
going on.
thing. That's actually really exciting. I like it.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So lots of fun stuff in the works. Oh, I know, to go along with our spring theme and having the kids over. Did I tell you what the kids did to help me that weekend?
Did they plant some stuff in your garden?
They planted peas in the garden.
Yay!
That's one of their favorite things. I've told you before.
The
they
peas and the
love
raspberries.
Peas. We have raspberry bushes. Those still need to be trimmed. But Deborah, our friend who does candy shop yarns, she gave me a bunch of strawberry plants.
Ooh.
So I also planted strawberries, and I was checking on them just yesterday because we did have a big snowstorm, but the strawberries weather it great. And they're happy and they're growing. So yay on that too.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, garden is awesome. I just kind of had a little lilt to my step lately because I'm just happy. I'm happy having all the babies. And I'm happy to not be teaching full time next year. So it's exciting. It's all such exciting stuff. And to be knitting.
Yay!
Yeah. Or crafting, I guess I should say, because I've been doing more crochet than knitting lately. But
I like crochet.
We should talk about all that good stuff.
Let's get into some yarny goodness.
Dun-dun.
First, we talk about what we're wearing.
That's right. Should I start?
Okay.
This masterpiece made from an alpaca silk wool blend. Just feel how soft it is back here.
Ooh.
It's very lovely soft, just like butter. And this is the Super Simple Summer Sweater by Locatelli. I like to make it big and comfy and just squishy, warm and boxy and delicious. So, but I love it. Yay. And I think I was almost done with it last time we podcasted. It was only missing the sleeves. And I went ahead and did just kind of an elbow-length sleeve on it.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Dad
it.
was joking about it being your Mardi Gras sweater. It's kind of...
That's right.
Colors a little bit.
Okay,
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Color, right?
That is your new one.
It is. But it's fun. It's really cute. So
yeah, I like it a lot.
So I like it.
Yay.
Chose these colors a while ago and it just needed to be made.
I'm glad.
It's soft and cuddly and cozy and short sleeve too, so it'll work great for spring.
Yeah, perfect. And then I'm wearing this lovely cowl. I don't have a pattern name because it was gifted to me. Ta-da! From our friend Sena. We, in our knitting group, if you're watching this, you're probably in our knitting group or you've heard us talk about this. But we do like a yarn swap where
Every
we
year?
bring a skein of yarn in like the springtime and someone takes it home and they make us
A secret
a
prize.
secret
A secret
project.
gift. It's so fun. It's like, okay, so I know we say everything is the highlight of our knitting group, but this really,
It's just so fun.
there's so many things we do that are just so great.
Yeah,
And
this is
I
probably
just
my
love
favorite
it.
because it gets to be like a personal gift.
Yes. Yes.
So
We do another gift swap that is not a personal one. It's more like bring something that you love and it's an unbirthday party and we kind of play a game with that. And you never know what you're going to end up with. But
and then the Christmas party is really fun too. But my
Uh-huh.
favorite is our mystery
yeah, our mystery swap.
mystery skein swaps. that we
Super
do.
fun.
So
Super fun.
I'm excited. Next week I'm gonna receive my yarn to start
Yes.
brainstorming what to make, and
Yes.
that's exciting.
Yes,
But that's where this
super
is from. Thank you, Sena.
It's sparkly too. You can't see the sparkles, but they're sparkling.
I'm pretty sure this was Sena. Maybe it was Marilyn though.
No, it was Sena.
Was it Sena?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. But I
Yeah.
was like,
I remember that it was Sena.
panic. What if I did it wrong?
Oh shoot. Yeah. No.
No.
Nope. I remember for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
I just thought it matches my shirt.
It really does.
So.
It looks good, and it's just beautiful. Anybody want to see what we made for the baby?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Should I do mine first or you?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, I did a little crochet that took a lot of time. But look at this blankie.
So cute.
So it has this middle soft panel and then a border that took me 100 years to make. And
it's
I
such
was-
fun lace. I
was
love it.
worried it was going to be too
I
small.
gotta smell it. Yep.
Because I had... Are you trying to smell your grandmother?
I am trying to smell my grandmother.
I think this
This
is
is
from my
Granny-
grandmother's.
Granny Winsome's, or is it your grandma?
I think it's Grandma Jenny's yarn, actually.
I smell more your wool wash.
Yeah, I did wash it. Didn't
And
wash it in the
and I
laundry.
can smell Felix too.
It smells like my baby's laundry because that's what I
Yes.
washed it in. This panel I only made half as big as the pattern called for because, you know, I usually use Renee Floor yarn for a lot of my knitting.
Yeah.
This is Grandma Closet yarn, so also it didn't have unlimited amounts.
Unlimited amounts, right?
So we used what we could.
That's right. And then the big
I forgot to bring my
border
yarn chickens
really
of the
helps,
little
huh?
ones. But
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
that border made
Her
it a
yarn
lot
chicken
bigger.
pieces were like this big. They're tiny little
And I
balls.
actually lost the rainbow one by like this much. But I had a second skein of the rainbow, so that was okay. But ta-da! This pattern is called OhLaLa Blanket by Hannah Morais Soares.
I see why it's OhLaLa.
Found it on Ravelry, and it's just really fun. The pattern
This is
calls
a
for
fun
worsted
twisty,
weight,
stitchy thing,
but this is like a fingering weight yarn, so
or sport, baby sport, or something.
it's baby fingering
baby
when I checked the
Oh
thing.
my gosh!
But it
Wow.
makes
No wonder it
this
took forever.
fun little rainbows, and it's just happy, and it was all in my stash.
Yay!
So, ta-da!
Way to go,
Baby!
We love using stash yarn.
But I think that's fun for spring and Easter.
Yes.
So I used like a peachy yarn, and then this fun like rainbow variegated and white. Ta-da!
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
Love, love.
Just the fun little picot trim.
Yep.
So
Oh.
yeah. The pattern was really nice too. It had a picture after every step for the round of the border. So it had a picture of the corner.
Nice.
So you can say, okay, here's how many I'm supposed to pick up and what it's supposed to look like
And like,
for every single round. So
you know, I
was
wonder.
nice.
I
mean,
really,
I wouldn't have wanted to print out that pattern,
No.
but it was nice to look at on my phone. And
I really
see.
think that is one of the contributing factors to why the fiber arts, yarn, crochet and knit have come so back in, is because it's so easy to figure stuff out when you have pictures readily available.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just relying on the photo that comes with the brochure
Like,
that we used to do in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. You'd have a magnifying glass. There's no way you could get that kind of detail. Now you just zoom in and, makes it so nice.
This pattern, it just was great because it was like, here's how the step looks. Here's how the corner looks with that round. Like,
Yes.
you can really see the blues.
So those of you who have not dared try yet, honestly, there are so many resources online. You should just give it a shot. And if you get stuck on anything, just contact us.
And if this looks
We'll help
complicated, it's
you.
actually a series of very simple steps. So
It is.
anyone can do
Yes.
that. It just takes time.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep. And you know, there's always that age-old story of, I'm going to try something new. And some people, if they're not perfect at it right away, it frustrates them. Give yourself grace and you can learn how to make beautiful things like that.
Yeah.
So speaking of online tutorials, I've talked about her before, my favorite online lady. She's the one who designed my blanket.
Oh, boy.
So mine is worsted weight, and I, instead of stash yarn, I did Joanne clearance yarn. How about that?
I'm still sad they're closing.
I know, but I went and got some Big Twist from Joanne, and
It looks
here's the
so
blanket
good.
that I did. Isn't that so fun? This is actually made from something called Tunisian crochet, which is kind of a hybrid between, I would describe it as a hybrid between knitting and crochet. Would you, Becky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the motion is like crochet, but you have multiple live stitches the way you do when
you knit, right? So this one is called the Sweet Gingham Blanket. The designer's name is Toni Lipsey. And one of my favorite parts of it, Becky, is the big pom-poms on the corners.
Cute.
So you make the gingham blanket and then you put a pom-pom on each corner. And this is just, I think another thing that I really like about it,
bumpy is nice too.
the waffly texture is really nice. And there's no holes for baby's little fingers to get stuck in, you know? That I know worries a lot of people.
My son loves that with his crocheted blankets to like put his hands
Likes to put his hands in it.
He likes that.
Yeah. So it's just fun to have another kind of texture option for it.
It's very nice.
So I think it's really fun. That's going to be a really nice blanket for them, I think.
Oh, and she's having a girl.
She is having a little girl, hence the pink. But hey, while I was at Joanne buying clearance yarn, I bought enough to make a blue one and a purple one as well. So hopefully I will be able to keep those in my stash. And I will tell you too that if you decide to make this blanket, which is an awesome pattern, by the way, I have really loved it. I should totally show you what, I will show you what Tunisian hooks look like too, so that you can get an idea of what to look for.
Do you need like an extra long tail?
Yes, you do. You need an extra long blanket. Toni wrote this pattern before she made a discovery. So the way that she did this one is with a Tunisian intarsia. And what that requires is a hook that's the same length as the blanket. So the way that they do that is with a cord. So it has a cord attached to it. And tying on different colored balls for each section. So you would have 1, 2, 3, you'd have 4 of the light pink balls and 3 of the dark pink balls all running at the same time. Well, a little bit later in her library of videos, you'll see TLYC stands for Toni Lipsey Yarn Crafts. And that's the name of her YouTube channel. She does a new technique with this. Instead of the intarsia, she does a join as you go.
Hey.
Much better, because then you're just working one color at a time and you're just working the one square. And that, I think, really helped this go fast for me, because it was like, oh, look, I only have 8 squares to go, or 10 squares to go, or I've already done 7 squares. It just really helped this pattern be something that was very rapid, slick. I really liked it. And for those of you who want to see what the back looks like, the back is not bad. Oh, that's the back of it.
I bet if you weren't a maker, you couldn't even realize that was the back.
That was the back, yeah. Yeah,
I think, you know, you make stuff for people and they wear it inside out. You know, okay.
Right?
That's nice, Mom.
That's
I love
okay.
it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed making this one a lot. So
Yay.
that's what we have for our cute little baby coming up. Now we get to go put these into the basket and wrap it up.
Got a little gift
Look at that.
basket.
And we'll
going on.
have these 4 big pom-poms hanging off the side.
Sorry, I had to just be a cat for a second.
Yeah. I wonder, does he have a cat? She might have a cat. Cat might really like that.
I had a baby make.
Oh, look
I finished this hat for Felix. This is my fun Stray Kids yarn leftovers. And the pattern is called Peachy Baby Hat
Does that still fit him?
by Chloe Rip. Yeah, this one does. I showed you one last time that was blue and yellow. That's too small. But this one, I cast it on 20 more stitches. So
it still
it's
fits.
gonna fit him for a couple months. Until it's summer, then he'll not need a hat anymore.
Oh, there you go. And then for fall, he might need a new
And
one.
I've been finding all your hats that you made, little Kyle. So he's been wearing those too.
Oh, that's fun.
But
I remember Kyle really liked that green one with the leaf on it. That
his
I made
leaf
him.
hat, I found his leaf hat.
Oh,
And of
so
course
fun.
I made his little stuffy matching hat like I did for the last hat I made.
For the last one.
Because that's cute. I
It
don't
is
know.
cute
Why not?
that they match. So much fun.
Yay.
That's cute. Did you make anything else for baby?
No.
Yeah, he's gonna need a new sweater.
That blanket really took
I
me
think
a-
Granny
that
Plan,
blanket
that's
took me a
something I
long
could cast
time.
on because I do not have a current knitting project. I need to cast on my vest from last time, so that for sure I want to cast on. And guess what? After this week, next week is my spring break.
Yay.
It's gonna be a cast on week, that's for sure, because I need more stuff to do. But I do have
Come
one
hang
more.
out with me.
One more finished object. Oh, I will be hanging out with you. Never fear on that front. Here's my other finished object. Dun, dun, dun. They're done. They have heels. They have toes. They're just waiting to be shown so that I can wear them.
Yay.
I know I've shown them before, but they weren't quite finished yet. So there we
pretty.
have it. Another pair of Fairground socks. The Fairground socks pattern is by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And this one features an umbrella heel done a little bit differently. You probably see there's a number of increases happening on that one. I like the umbrella heel a lot. Although her pattern, I believe, contains a butterfly heel as well, which is not really short row heel, but the construction of it is very much like it. So that's another really cool technique to learn. I need to get better at my butterfly heels. Yarn for this pattern was by Christy Houghton of Yarn Cafe Creations. This is a special dye that she did for Christmas.
I'm excited to see our Fiber Festival fair's coming up in a month.
That's
so.
true. We didn't talk about that. We have
I'm
Fiber Fair coming
excited
up.
to see our friends.
It's like 1 month from today.
Yeah.
It's April 25th.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun. I actually signed up for a class this time.
What?
It's in weaving.
Oh.
So
yeah,
I will
that's
have a
when
weaving
you
class.
got your loom last year at that.
2 years ago. Yes. I got looms and I've used them a couple times. But I
Go
would
learn
like to
some
use them
stuff.
more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to learn more stuff and maybe I could do a gingham blanket with my new yarns, only weaved.
Ooh.
That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's my other finished object for this time.
Yay.
I do have one more finished object. Do you have any more?
Yeah, mine's my silly one.
Oh, I love this one.
So, first, look at this beautiful gift my mom gave me this bag.
Yes.
It's a Hoodie. So you saw
Pampa. It's a Pampa bucket.
baby Skzoo has a hat, and my Skzoos have some more sweaters.
Yay!
So if you've been here a while, you've seen I like to knit little sweaters for my little K-pop stuffies.
Mm-hmm. Called
And-
Skzoos.
I decided I wanted to crochet them some because crochet is so fast. And I've been trying to design a crochet pattern that I
Becky,
like.
you're a designer?
Yeah.
Way to go, girl.
So, one of my favorite people crochet patterns are those granny hexagon cardigans.
Yes.
They're really popular right now. I'll put a picture of what I mean.
They are.
This
Oh,
picture I'm
and
putting in
my
is
lady.
actually I think Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
Oh, yes.
In these cardigans.
They're wearing them. That's right.
So this is, I wanted to make Skzoo ones.
TLYC has a pattern for it, by the way, where she makes all kinds of mods on it to help you be able to size it to yourself, which is really cool.
Oh, maybe I'll look at that before I make mine. Because I do want to make one for myself.
That's a good idea. She's a great tutorial where she explains everything.
I've made them for Kyle and Tinley before.
Oh my gosh, you still have that picture too.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
that,
so cute.
That
But
that's really cute.
That's
too.
almost as cute as Jack Black. Just kidding. So I wanted to make them for my Skzoos, and it looks like a Harry Potter robe because it's long and the sleeves were like this long. Because
hey, yeah, you should crochet a hood, and then it would be a Harry Potter.
Right? Because these stuffies, their arms are a lot shorter than ours, and also they don't have necks, and their heads are very big. So trying to adapt sweaters to make for these is actually more tricky than you think, because you can't just make a person's sweater smaller. They're a whole different shape. So this was my first try, and it totally came out like roby. So then I tried again, and I made some of the rows smaller.
Let me hold pink dye.
Yeah. So this is my next attempt, and I did different color rounds so I could keep track of how many rounds I made. I ended up sewing this close, but this is what the sleeve ended up, because I just did single crochets instead of the granny stitch to make certain sides of the hexagon shorter. If that makes sense. Yeah. I like this better.
It's all part of the experimentation.
So I like that fit more, but
it's not as long.
Yeah, it's not quite as long. And I like the rainbow, actually.
Yes, rainbows make me happy.
Like, it makes me think of, like, the Hawaiian shirts, and it has the rainbow. So then I thought, oh, those are pretty fussy, and I couldn't get the sleeves exactly how I wanted. But what I've actually done is, like, stitched them down, so, like, rolled it up and stitched it.
Oh, so that it wouldn't flip up and be weird. Gotcha.
Then I was like, maybe I'll just make a normal sweater. So these are just, like, crop top sweaters.
Oh, wow. So that one, actually, did you pull it over his head, or do you slide it up over
I slide them up over the bodies.
Over the body, yeah.
Because their heads are so big.
I was going to say, oh, it's a pullover.
What? No, it's a pull upper.
Oh, okay.
And so I still use the granny stitch, but it's just like a one piece. And I think
reminds me of that
cute.
one that you made with the chains and stuff. The white one.
Yeah, I have a me size one. And then this one I actually sewed the sleeves together too close because it has to really stretch to fit over their head or like around the space. So I did one in colors too. Ta-da! So I like
the
these.
The wolf is so happy. Look at him.
I know, he's so cute. Wolf Chan.
Squeegee eyes when he's happy.
He's just happy.
Like it, I was here.
Yeah, we love it. So that might be my new go-to crochet pattern.
What a great way to use up your little scraps, Beck.
Oh yeah,
for real.
Just really just playing with my tiny little scraps.
Yeah.
But I do like this jacket one too, so I don't know.
That's really
but
cute.
That's what I've been just kind of playing with my Skzoos and making little stuff.
Oh, look,
here's
a whole
Wolf Chan's
wardrobe
hats
for
in
them.
here.
Oh, see?
Yeah, I have a whole bowl full of different sweaters and accessories. Kids can come play.
Yep.
Got his little beanie. Like
oh my gosh, he's so cute.
So we love it.
Very
cute.
cute.
This one has like a little crown headband, you know.
Because why not? Right?
It's so silly, but it makes me smile. So there we go.
Love it.
Ta-da! That's my finished object.
It's excellent.
Playing around with my stuffed animals.
So cute. Okay. I had one more finished object to show you.
Oh.
You haven't seen these for a while. Look at this.
Hey, you got them done.
Finished my spider mitts. Aren't they so cute?
Yes.
So I'll put on for you.
Now we can match next year when we wear them for Halloween.
Becky has a pair, and now I have a pair of spider mitts. Aren't they so great?
And this pattern is by Christy, who we were just talking about.
we were just talking about. Christy's pattern is called Aracnotoebia. Like phobia, but tobia.
Because it's a sock pattern.
Because it's a sock pattern. But the problem is color work sucks. I mean, I even tried making this one with like a bigger needle, specifically thinking, oh, okay, I need to make it loose. I need it to be able to fit on my over my heel.
It's just
Still
not
a
stretchy.
no-go. They're just not stretchy enough. So I thought, well, I love the mitts, and they're more visible too.
Yeah,
Then,
it's so cute. We want people to
right?
see it.
You want people to be able to see it, and so there you go.
Like their big
'cause
spider
they're
butts.
so
Those are
cute.
good spiders.
I know, they're really great, scary, spooky spider butts.
Ooh.
Aren't they? Oh, I love them. Yeah, super cute. Also love the pattern that she put on the front too. That was actually a fun one to make. It was like
chevron,
okay.
but it's like a broken chevron, right?
Yeah,
it's fun.
Really cool. So anyway,
kind of reminds me of those like metal plates that people put on the floor or like on the back of the truck. Like, you know, the
kind of yeah, little herringbony kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. So those are my Aracnotoebia mitts.
Yay!
Ready for fall. I was trying to get them done for Halloween, but didn't happen.
It's okay.
And that's okay, because Halloween comes again.
Spiders are always fun, so you can wear them whenever you want to.
That's true. Anytime I want to freak anybody out about spiders, I can just put those on. Your sister hates spiders. Just saying.
It's okay. I've had some bad spider encounters, but usually I like them okay. I'm sad because...
You have. Don't make me think about it.
When I first moved into my house, like the first few years, I had a door spider. And what that is a spider that I just let live in my doorway, like in my front door, and it just had its little webby up there, you know. And I think they like scare away like other bugs.
Yeah.
So I just left them there, but then the last few years I haven't had any door spiders. I've been sad. I missed them.
And you had to get new windows. That probably scared them away too.
Yeah.
I don't know. The web spinners I think are really cool. I actually think spiders are pretty dang cool.
Yeah, I don't like groups of multiple spiders.
Yes.
But like one spider is fine.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, it depends how big and scary he is. If it's like a really big scary one.
With like a big red hourglass on his back.
Like if it looks like one that will like hurt my children, then
that's the thing is Kyle has asked me before, is it a black widow, Granny? No, it's not a black widow. It's okay. He's always worried about that, and he makes sure that it's not a black widow.
And we usually get a family of daddy long legs that like lives in our grill cover. So when you like take out the grill, they're like, oh.
I don't know if I like that. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not as big a spider fan as I thought I was. Okay, so what do you have for
I
whips?
told Daniel I wanted to get a tarantula, and then he got a puppy, which was disappointing.
Oh, yeah. Tarantulas are definitely cool.
But that's okay. I understand people don't like spiders, but I think they're cool.
Your dad wouldn't let me get a snake either, but...
No, that would have been awesome. Well, just like a little happy snake. Big snakes are scary.
No, not big. Just one that...
Like,
but one that
like
like
little...
bracelet size. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe we're crazy. I don't know.
I have one work in progress.
So do I. One.
Okay.
But
I think it's
mine's kind of a big one. You go ahead.
Mine's big too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the end of March, and this is my husband's Christmas present that he opened this past Christmas.
But then a baby happened, Becky. It's okay. That was his real Christmas gift, was a baby.
He's so nice to us. I said, I'm so sorry. And he goes, you know what? It gets cold every year.
Your husband loves babies.
I know.
He could not be happier than when he's carrying around a baby.
But this is a big project I've been working on for him. This pattern is called the Salt Hoodie by Vert Knits. And so for Christmas I had the body and the sleeves already done. And since then I've made this hood.
Awesome.
And I actually missed a step. I'm supposed to sew together. This is like a purl stitch, but you like mattress stitch closed over it to make a false seam that like makes the fabric stronger and so it can stretch out.
Nice. That's nice.
So I have to go in and
you
sew
can do
those.
That.
But that's fine. And then I did this edging, and It's double knit.
It took. That was what you needed the gumption for, was to pick that up.
Oh yeah, to pick up those. Like I stalled
Because it
out
was
pretty
all
bad.
the way around. It was like the whole
Like from
band.
the bottom all the way around the.
Picking up, how many stitches was that to pick up? Like 200?
I don't know, I count. It was more than 200 for sure. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that doesn't
1,
sound
2,
bad.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Is that a
7,
drop?
8, 9, 10.
That's not a drop, is it?
No, I think it was like an increase.
Okay.
It just like has a little bit of a hole. Okay, so this much is 10 stitches. And then imagine like how long that is.
Yeah.
Times 10 stitches.
But it's still in progress. Why?
But I need pockets. I did this pocket yesterday. I'm pretty proud of it.
Nice.
Look at that.
What about the colored
It's
yarn?
right
Is
here.
that coming out?
Mhm.
Does that come out?
Yeah, that was just to like make sure I was grafting in a straight line.
Yeah, that's
The row under the colored yarn.
That's actually a smart technique to use.
But yeah, look at that. So what it is you pick up here and then you knit it and you pick up the sides as you go. And this side looks really goofy because it's the slip knit side. And this side looks pretty clean because it's the knit together. And I'm scared to do the other pocket because the long side is going to be the slip knit side. And I'm
Bring it to knit night because the women there have secrets.
I'm going to have to figure out how to pick it up without making it ugly. I was like, 11 rows of a little bit ugly is fine.
Your pain.
But like, the finishing is so nice. I talked last time about how much I loved this bind off. And then I think this looks really sharp around the edge.
So when you
like,
pick it up, can you just knit two together anyway?
It will lean the wrong direction.
But does that look goofier than the...
I don't know. It
Becky.
does look goofy.
Oi.
But,
Oi.
so we might have to play around picking up the second one. The second pocket I set up, I haven't knit it yet, but I picked up the stitches that I needed to pick up. So it looks goofy right now. It's got these big old needles on it. But that's where I'm going to pick it up on the main fabric. And it knits up.
Oh, I like that you just pick up the stitches and then, so it's like knitting two panels from the same base.
Yeah, so you pick up here and then you knit up, and on the ends of the rows you knit two together, or slips of knit, so that it's connected. And then just that graft at the top, right under, there's my color string. Then I have a zipper and then it's all done.
Oh, he's going to really like that.
Oh, and you had asked me about these pearls under the armpit, and those mattress stitch closed too to make another false seam.
Yes.
So that it doesn't stretch and
it just adds structure to it.
yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of a cool thing I hadn't known about before. So
Yeah, that is really cool.
this was a really fun pattern. It was easy to follow. The only thing is that my gauge is a lot tighter than theirs. They used a size 4 needle. I used a size 7 needle to get the same gauge.
That's amazing.
So,
'cause you already have a loose gauge. So
always swatch for sweaters.
Yes.
I mean, for shawls is whatever, but like sweaters, do the
you
swatch.
want it to be what you want.
Get the gauge right. But
Because that, if you had
the
just gone with
techniques,
that
the
woman's...
finishing touches, I have really enjoyed this pattern a lot. And there's links on the last page of the pattern to like videos to show you exactly how
Nice.
they were doing some
Maybe
of the
you should
steps.
look at her slip knit to see if it looks better.
No, she doesn't have video of that.
Oh.
That's common knowledge stuff. People just know how to do slip knits. But like the bind off, there was a video.
Apparently not, because all of us hate it.
The grafting, there was a video. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out what I want.
Deborah has a magic slip knit. She showed it to me once. I can't remember it, but seriously, just ask her.
Okay.
I love this. And honestly, Becky, if you had used the gauge that the pattern said and used a size 4 needle, this would have been like Kevlar.
No, this was the gauge though.
No, I mean if you had used the size 4 needle.
and it would have been much too small.
Yeah.
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 But this, the weight, the drape of the fabric, you mean? is nicer.
Exactly. You gotta make
and
sure
we use,
that you...
what's this yarn called? Knitting for Olive.
Yes.
So it's a nice, woolly, nice hoodie.
But lightweight. That's
And
one
it's
of the
not
things I
heavy.
like about it. It's not super
I know, I
heavy.
kind of was like, I like this pattern so much, I want to make my own. And what I like to do is take my my scraps and just hold them double and like marl and like fade. But I don't know if I want to do that with our normal sock yarn that we use, you know? Because
I have a couple of...
this is just light and nice.
I have a couple balls of white knitting for Olive.
It would be a lot heavier if I did it with my sock yarn. Also, I do have quite a few balls extra, so I plan to make a little sweater for Felix out of the same yarn.
Yeah.
It won't be this sweater, but
Did you
just
want
like a little, a simple little
with
cardigan.
my white and take my white home with you tonight?
Yeah.
So we'll go look into that.
I mean, if I don't use it, I don't, but it's nice to have the option.
That's true.
And you can stretch it and make a little something for Kyle, too.
All right.
Almost done. If I finish it, I will put a picture of my husband wearing it. I'm hoping I can like finish it in the next 2 weeks and maybe post this after. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yep.
May or may not be.
Just depends. We'll see. Okay, I am going to show you my whip. I have already shown you part of this whip. I know. But I also thought that I would show you
crochet head.
an acquisition that I have. This came from OhLaLa Yarn. On the TLYC website, which you can also go to tlyc.com. And she's got links to this in her blog. There's a blog there. And this is a set of interchangeable Tunisian crochet hooks.
Oh, I thought it was just cute crochet hooks.
Nope, these are Tunisian.
They have the thing on the
So
bottom.
they do. So
it
you
just
take
looks
your
like
hook.
normal crochet.
It does.
You could use it.
So you take your hook, and I totally could just, it just is got an open end on it. So what you do is you just take your cord, the stopper on it, and attach it. And this guy, and it attaches just like knit picks. So you just screw them on, and then there's little keys that you can tighten them with. And that is what you use for your Tunisian crochet. Isn't that so fun?
So fun. I love
Super
that.
fun. And the set came with 3 different sizes of cords. So if you're working on a bigger project that requires a longer cord, you can do that and exchange it for it. And it's all in this beautiful little package. And look at that rose gold finish on it. So it's got a nice finish feel that. It's not too slick.
It's like a matte metal.
It's like a matte metal, exactly. So they're aluminum, but they've got that really pretty finish on them. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that.
I love it.
And then I'll show you what I've been working on with it. So I know I showed a bunch of these when we did our December recording. So there was this one, right? What I'm working on is a sampler Afghan from TLYC. And Toni, Lipsey is the name of the designer. This one is called the Snowy Sampler, Tunisian Sampler Afghan. It's got 20 different blocks in it. So you've got everything from this mesh design to that ribbed one that I showed you. And I think this one I showed you last time too. This is called the honeycomb stitch.
Texture.
Super, super pretty texture. It would be so fun.
I want like a vest
to make a vest or sweater out of. Absolutely. I'm just, it's really been fun learning this Tunisian. So I've got 4 more squares to show you. I turned these guys off for a while I was doing the baby blanket, but now I'm back to working on them. This one, maybe I'll show this one last. I don't know. They're all really exciting.
Really
this
fun.
is really pretty. This is called the zippered puff stitch. And so I just love it because it reminds me of some kind of chain link or something. But I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty stitch.
The back is even pretty on that one too.
Yes, I had considered this one for Isabel's Afghan for the baby. but it does take a lot of concentration to do it. So I was like, maybe I would rather do something that's a little more mindless to do such a big thing out of. It was just right for this size of a sampler.
Yeah.
And you could maybe do, I don't know, 6 of them and make a baby blanket. 6 this size. But to do one that size, one piece, I think would be overwhelming. So,
yeah.
But I really liked that one. And then I did one with baubles. Look how big those baubles are. Isn't that fun?
Wow.
So that's a Tunisian bauble stitch there. So cute. So cute, huh? I know. There's 20 different ones. And then this one is kind of like the one that I just did for Izzy, only this one uses an entrelac rather than a join as you go. Meaning that you work it like a stair step, right? So you do the corner one and then you do the 2 squares that are the step and then these 3
kind
squares
of
in
like
a step.
corner to corner.
Right. And the nice thing about it is that means that there are very few ends because you're just using the same strand to go to the next step. You're not cutting. You're just stepping up with your yarn. So that's kind of a fun one to do too. And isn't that so pretty?
It is.
Think
And
how
that's
pretty
all
this
4
Afghan's going to be.
right?
These are the 4 colors, yes, that I've
Nice.
used for the Afghan. So
That's nice seeing them all together like that.
yes, the foresty green and then the sagey green, the cream color and the rusty color.
I wasn't sure about that.
About putting that 4th color in, the teal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
seeing it all together, I do think
Actually
that
really
looks
pretty.
nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
So this is going to be just magical by the time I get it done. And I've got one in the works. So thought I'd show you this one. This is another really exciting one too. And this is a completely different kind of hook. I want Becky to see this one because she's not seen one of these before. So this is the Tunisian simple stitch done in the round.
Ooh.
So I'm going around all 4 corners of this one. It's got to be quite a bit bigger.
That
Looks
one's-
like I'm maybe a third of the way around.
That's
is
going to
all.
have to be blocked, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because once you get the finishing stitch on, it actually takes a lot of the curl out.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of been a nice thing about it because this one's the same stitch, but it's not curling near as hard.
Yeah.
It is a little bit though, and sewing them together will help too. But anyway,
Good.
this one is done with a really unique hook.
This is the Darth Maul version of a
There
crochet.
you go. It's got a hook on both sides. And the reason for that is because the 2 colors, which also, by the way, I really like the 2 colors because when you turn it sideways, you get kind of a moire effect, you know, where you...
Because one's on
It
top
looks
and one's
closer.
on the bottom.
Yeah, the white is floating underneath the green is what's happening. And it just gives it a really pretty
Ooh.
dynamic
It's
to it.
cool.
So basically what's happening is you're making, Tunisian is made with 2 passes, a forward pass and a come back pass. So normally you go a forward and then back and then forward and then back. But the way this one works in the round essentially is you take the front end of the hook, do all the greens for your first pass, and then you pick up the white and pull the white behind it to do the back pass.
What?
It's bizarre, but it's cool.
It's like double
And-
knit, but it's double crochet.
It kind of
Kinda.
is. It kind of is, but it really is
What?
very much like, see, it's the same on the back
Oh.
there. It's just lets you be able to
Wow.
work in 2 different colors
That's
easily.
wild.
And that's what's fun about doing this blanket is
Learning new stuff.
you're learning new techniques and they're manageable size.
Yeah.
You know, it's
just
like
gotta
do
your little
this technique
square.
for this little square. And then you can find out which ones you love and which ones you could do without. This one has also been wild because you decide how many you want to pick up as you're going across. And I have found that it's better for me to just do a side and then do the back pass and then do another side.
Oh, okay.
Because I tried picking up more, and while you can, I actually missed one.
I missed the corner.
And I didn't realize it until like 3 rows later.
Oops.
And then I had to pull back 3 rows and I was really upset with myself about
Aw.
that. So, but you know, it's like learning anything. You have to give yourself grace and say, it's okay to have to back up. It's not that big a deal.
Mhm.
chillax.
It's fine.
It's fine. But this will be number, I don't even know, how many is that? There 7 there?
I have 6.
You have 6, so this is square number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And there are 20 altogether.
Oh,
so,
almost a third of the way there.
So yeah, about a third of the way if you count this part of this one. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway.
That's great.
Yeah, it's exciting. So I'll be excited for this one to be done by the end of summer. And there we have my year of Tunisian progress.
Yay.
I've been doing a lot of Tunisian and I'm actually really enjoying it. So
Awesome.
highly recommend. Go check it out.
Woohoo.
All right. That is about it for my works in progress.
That's everything that I brought. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you my awesome bag.
Oh, you have another awesome bag.
Because my mom loves me. She gives me cool stuff. I have this really cute felted bag.
Just
And
the right size for a sweater.
If you have ever asked me my favorite color, I usually tell you the range between raspberry and plum. And so, you know, from this color to this color, that range is my favorite color.
That was on purpose. I don't know if I would have picked one up for you if they didn't have this color combo.
Right?
If it had been like yellows, I don't know if I would have chosen or blues.
I enjoy every color, but this is my favorite.
Yeah. Super
And
fun.
this is the Maker Fibers of Life. And it's just delightful.
It's beautiful.
It has a magnet to close it. It's too full right now with my big fat sweater in it. But look how fun. It's just felted
And
goodness.
look how pretty those handles are. Those leather handles.
Leather
are
handles.
gorgeous.
Would it be bad if I just like snuck some like pins right here?
Nope, I think you should totally put pins on it. Felt is
Decorate
beautiful
it.
for holding pins.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the interior is just,
What do they call that
it's
in that show?
lined. It's lined with
Flare.
canvas.
I'm gonna put my flares on there. Yeah, and it's this nice canvas line. It's just really well made and really happy.
I'm glad you love
Thanks,
it.
Mom.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And that's my favorite.
I have more surprises for you.
Oh no.
Because I always do, right? But first, I did want to talk about one surprise.
This is my favorite part of the podcast. When
when
I
Mom
get my
starts giving you
presents.
stuff. Yeah. Well, speaking of presents, we came home the other day. It was my birthday. And I came home and there was just this little package sitting on the doorstep.
Sweet Susie.
Look how cute, sweet Susie J. She's been so busy with her work lately and we haven't gotten to see her near enough. But there was this cute little prize on my doorstep. Look how cute that is. Oh, I also was going to do, I saw the sheep wearing hats and sweaters and it reminded me of Calvin.
Right. His little
Calvin
sheep
came up
sweater
to
book.
me on Sunday and he said, Sister Wendy, he calls me Sister Wendy.
Cute.
Sister Wendy, when are you going to come and sew my snake basket? So I got to go take care of his snake and
Oh, cute.
I love him so much. He's so cute. But anyway, look at the cute little hats on the inside too. It's so cute.
Oh.
It's just a fun little
Just brought us little
notebook.
birthday gifts. Our birthdays are 3 weeks apart.
They are.
That's
So
fun
we're gonna-
surprise.
I'm gonna put this with my knitting stuff and
then
it'll be a
matching-
little knitting
is that
journal.
a tape measure?
Yes, that was in it too, and a little cute card from my sweet friend was in there too. But she also got us this matching. Look how cute that is. Tape measure.
Yay.
It's squishy padded, and it has sheeps in sweaters on it.
Fat sheep.
What? They're so cute. Emma Ball, if you ever want to look them up. I can't even stand how cute this is, Susie. Thank you so much. I love it. Love, love, love. So, had to show that. How can you not?
So
Right?
cute.
All right.
I almost gathered up all my like handmade baby gifts that I've received to do a baby gift parade, but I thought that would take a
we
long
should
time.
do that sometime.
But I've
That would
had
be
so
fun.
many people
Yes.
like make blankets or quilts or knits and all stuff. Like,
Isn't that so fun?
I think the only thing I've had to buy for this baby so far has been like a
Diapers.
playpen. I haven't had to buy any diapers.
What? That's amazing.
So like,
That's really amazing.
and I have a box and a half of wipes left, and I've just been so blessed. I bought like a playpen and his bassinet and his car seat. That's the only things I've had to buy.
Wow. And you got a second car seat given to you, I know. Because I brought it over. Who's this? Freckled Whimsy. This is our last Halloween one.
I thought you stopped doing Halloween.
Yep, I got a new one. Well, she was like, yep, this is your last Halloween one just this month. So,
okay.
Being the last one.
It's freaking
I'm
best.
expecting amazingness. Oh, what? You know how much I love purple.
I know.
Look at that.
Very purple. That's the purplest purple.
That's the purpliest purple ever. And it's got hot pink and black. And it is called Wicked Awesome.
Nice. Oh yeah,
there's a song.
This
Isn't there a song?
Too.
You are wicked awesome.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, there's a song. You can look it up later. But we are going to Wicked. Why did we not mention that? We're going downtown to the theater, not the movie theater. We're going to go see the play. In fact, I haven't seen the movie.
I don't think I'm going to
Because
support the movie.
I am anticipating seeing it on stage, and I didn't want it to ruin the stage production, because sometimes that happens,
Like trying to compare.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, she put a note here. You look at that. There's a note here from Carrie, the dyer.
I love the pinkies.
Yes.
Those
So
are
cute.
really fun.
Sadly, this note is to let you know that this will be the next to last installment of this club.
Oh.
This month's skein is number 11. The shipment in March will be number 12.
Oh,
That should be coming this week. It should be coming
Oh,
this
you
week.
did get the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wanted to send this as a heads up that March 1st payment will be the last one taken for the Halloween club. Once that one is taken, anyone that has this club, it will be removed or canceled to prevent future charges. If after the March 1st charge you'd like to swap for one of my other monthly clubs, this is the one I did, Nature's Palette.
Oh, fun.
Ooh, that's going to be really pretty. Let me know and I will swap it, which I've already let her know. So,
Yay.
one more Halloween. I thought this was the last one, but we got one more Halloween coming. And then
yeah, I was sad. I
this
was like, you just needed one more to get the complete set, but you got them all. So
I did
good
get
job.
them all. I did get them all. So, so cute. I might have to do another pair of wristlets, only with like witchy hats.
I thought you were going to
spiders.
say I need to do another carnival or whatever.
Oh, the fairground.
I need to do another fairground.
I do love my fairground. That's true.
I know. I've been
Fairground's
meaning
so
to
fun.
cast on a pair for myself. So once I get that pocket done of Daniel's sweater. Yarn
Ravelry.
This another mystery one?
No, I know what this one is.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
Wait, was she doing a Shire mystery one?
She is doing a Shire mystery, but I couldn't help but pick up a Meg for you.
Oh, yay!
Because look at the color.
The Becky color.
I think that's Meg, is it not? Little Women, Meg, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty.
Look how pretty
this
that is.
raspberry, and it has just like little like speckles. in it,
Yes.
Too.
Isn't that so pretty?
I love
So
it.
the Yarnberry is Emily, and she is the Yarnberrian. You can find her at Yarnberry, or what's the other one that she does? Salt City Knits. That's right. She does a podcast that I regularly watch, and this year her advent was one full skein a week advent.
Oh, yeah.
And then she did sock patterns to go with each of the March girls.
Yeah, those
So,
patterns were really pretty.
Meg has her own pattern,
She's
and then
probably
all the
one of
other-
my favorite newer designers for
Yes.
patterns.
Yeah,
Go check her stuff out.
you should definitely go
Salt
check her.
City
She's
Knits.
got really gorgeous patterns. Becky and I kind of both want
And
to do one
she's
of
working.
her cardigans.
She's working on a cardigan, her first sweater, and it's lacy and beautiful. And
Yes.
I need to buy yarn to make it
For sure. Okay, now there's one more skein in here, and I think it might be the Shire mystery one. I don't
Oh.
remember. And it came a while ago.
Yarn
So,
shopping blindness.
I
Wait,
know.
what did I
are
buy?
we ready? Here we go. Because their card's not in here either. I was looking for like the shipping
paper,
but I don't feel it in here. Okay, here it is. Oh, what is it?
Ooh, it's
That's
beautiful. Second breakfast. That is your Shire.
That is my Shire one. Second
Look
breakfast.
The lighting is weird today. I promise I'm not actually a vampire. But this is doing the same thing to the skin that it is to my face.
Little bit of blowout.
But it's just like a soft peachy color.
If you put it right close to the camera, like right in front of the camera, will that stop the blowout and then pull it back?
It's okay.
Some people do that.
But it's just peachy, and then there's some darker parts.
You know what I'm thinking?
This is like
Peach
jam.
parfait with a dollop of raspberry jam in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like an excellent second breakfast? It does to me.
This is so pretty. I'm jealous.
And I love this because this looks like the toast.
Yeah.
The toast and the jam.
It's beautiful.
So pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had not looked at this and now I am so happy.
If you've ever like kind of wanted to do a mystery skein and you have trust issues like I kind of do, I think Emily's are a good one to get because they're always just so beautiful.
It's true, they really are. They're all beautiful. I mean, we did the whole.
Like you won't get a.
We did the whole
skin.
Harry Potter one last year, and it every one of those was just beautiful. So
yeah,
it's exciting to see Lord of the Rings,
and specifically the Shire. So it's all
look
like
at that.
Hobbit,
See, that stopped at the blowout. Okay.
Hobbit themed yarn.
That looks amazing.
It's gonna be cozy and lovely. That's what I think of Hobbit cozy.
Because they have furry feet. What's more cozy
No,
than
it's because they just sit at
feet
home
that are covered in
and they drink their
socks
tea and
or
they
fur.
eat 10 meals a day
and go dig in the garden.
Yeah, that's the life I want.
Isn't that a beautiful life? That's a beautiful life. I love hobbitses too. You know, when I think about all the characters from the Lord, oh gosh, it's got brown speckles here too. To match the mini skein. Holy crud, that's beautiful. When I think about Lord of the Rings, probably my favorite character, my archetype, Sam Gamgee. The support crew. That's me. I'm the support crew.
He's awesome.
I support my learners and send them off to do good things, but I'm the one who's like...
There is a strength.
Just the boots on the ground person.
I love the Sam type of characters. There's such a strength in being not the loud, out front, like person, but to be quiet and gentle and supporting
and dependable. Never wavering in your faith or your strength, right?
Yeah. And just to... He's so solidly there for Frodo, and I think that's beautiful. Even when he's, Frodo's decided, okay, I gotta go by myself. The Fellowship is kind of breaking down. Like, I gotta go do this. And he's like, yeah, I know you gotta go by yourself.
That's why I'm going with you.
And me. Like.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course you're going alone. With me. That's how I feel too. I really relate to his character. I mean, there's beautiful ethereal Galadriel and Arwen and whatever. And even Éowyn, I relate more to Éowyn than I do like Arwen or Galadriel any day. But for me, Sam is totally where it's at, man. And I asked Dad one time, I said, which of the characters do you like relate with? Isn't it Sam? And he said, no, I've always seen myself as an Aragorn. Yeah. And I was like...
Aaron, too. Like, he loves Aragorn. That's his favorite character in, like, any movie or book ever. He loves Aragorn.
Is Aragorn. Well, Aragorn's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But he couldn't have done it without Frodo. And Frodo couldn't have done it without Sam. And that's where I am in the chain. I'm like, just look back a little bit more and you'll realize that Aragorn wouldn't be Aragorn without those supporting. Which is why they bow to the
and because he's humble too. He's not in it for like glory or power or anything. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna get back to my garden and
right, and squish my kids.
Right, I love the hands of being a dad, and like I think their friendship is great.
Me too.
And I like that he was able to see that like Gollum was going to be a problem.
Right?
And he never fell for the, oh, you know, it'll be fine. He was always like,
I'm watching.
like,
There's a snake in our midst.
He's just great.
He is. He's awesome. Oh, sorry. We just totally nerded out on Lord of the Rings for you people. And that's okay. That's just kind of who we are. We're geeks. Every time I say nerds, your dad corrects me and says geek.
Well, because
I'm like, dude, I'm a math
nerd
teacher. I am
as
the nerd.
well.
I am the nerd. You be the geek. I'll be the nerd.
You're both.
It's pretty fun. So which are you? Which are you?
I'm more of a geek.
Geek.
Yeah.
Your sister's the nerd.
She's always been studious, and I just like to have fun. And she does not like Star Wars, so she cannot call herself a geek.
That's true. Yeah.
She's like, I don't get it. We're like, it's the same as Harry Potter. She loves Harry Potter.
Geek.
Like, it's the same.
It's
and
the
she's like,
same.
no, it's not. I don't get it. And I'm like, it's the same.
Two boys and a girl. It is the same. Anyway, we'll let you go. Thanks for watching today.
That's everything.
We're always so glad to be able to share with you. And even if we have this crazy little corner of the internet, thank you for finding us here, for joining us in Neverland, where we love to be. And we just love to revel in our joy for our making and our family and our just humble little life here. We just have carved out this niche for ourselves and we love it. So thanks for joining us here in it. And we love to hear from you too. So drop us a comment because we love to answer all that good stuff too.
And we'll be back probably mid-May sometime.
Yeah, look for us in Mermaid Lagoon.
Yeah.
With a baby because you'll need to see him again because he's so freaking cute.
I'm excited kind of to pick up my... I did not finish my mermaid project last year. I put it away to pick it up this mermaid.
Oh, nice. Okay,
So,
cool. We'll get a revisit of
I'll
that.
get a 2/3 done already project to be working on. And it's going to be great.
Awesome. Thanks again, friends. Bye.